Your kind killed the most holy.
Lies. Your kind let her die.
Shut your mouth, mage!
Enough!
Knight Captain.
That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
Back already, Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
I've been muted this whole goddamn time.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
Yay. I just love talking to myself in complete and utter silence because, you know, that's what gets me views.
It's a little surprising. Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
And you are that proper authority.
Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave.
Ooh,
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
Oh, come on. We're not so terrible.
I don't know. The Inquisition seems about as functional as any young family.
Exactly.
How many families are on the verge of splitting into open warfare with themselves?
Yes.
A lot?
Because that would never happen to the Chantry.
Centuries of tradition will guide us. We are not the upstart, eager to turn over every apple cart.
Colin, why is he here?
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
Great.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
But who killed the Divine?
The mages and Templars are fighting even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes?
Exactly why all this should be left to a new Divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think
Thank you,
nobody
Colin.
cares
Thank you.
about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Good luck with that.
Don't let anyone riot while we're gone.
The walls will be standing when you return, I hope.
When there was no sky, Maker, you were the sky. When there was
Researcher
no
Minave
earth,
wishes to verify that the infections have
I have a
been
marker over here. Oh, yes.
The Inquisition cannot remain, Ambassador, if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked his life to slow the magic of the breach. Master Kadash, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the
Sounds
rightful
quite
owner
pompous.
of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
You own this land?
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denham, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit.
So...
I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
And yet you were content for however long to allow a dragon cult to remain on the grounds. We have bigger problems, sir.
Demons are pouring from the sky, and you're worried about land claims.
Haven is the d'Aurelion's rightful property.
Has Empress Selene officially acknowledged your possession of Haven? I was unaware Her Imperial Majesty had conferred with Ferelden's monarchs on this matter.
The Empress has not yet had the opportunity to do so.
Oh, so you're grandstanding.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
Oh, yeah, miss, she's good at her job.
I'll think on it, Lady Montilyet. The Inquisition might stay in the meanwhile.
Oh, we may? Oh, how gracious of you, sir. Does he actually own Haven?
Do the Durelians actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the Durelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
Oh yeah, the whole Orlesian Civil War thing. Sorry for interrupting.
I apologize for the intrusion. I didn't realize you were meeting with the Marquis.
You did little harm. In truth, the debate was most beneficial as practice for those to come.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
How did you become ambassador?
May I ask what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Leliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
You don't say.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
This is kind of ridiculous, not gonna lie.
If every noble wandering by is as stubborn as the Marquis, what good is it talking to them?
Every kingdom is subject to its lords. The Inquisition will require their goodwill to survive. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
I didn't mean to hit that button, but okay.
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Let's speak later.
Goodbye.
Let's turn in some research items.
You're the Herald.
God damn it.
Or, well, the one they're calling the Herald, anyway. I hope the Inquisition can restore order soon. I never really wanted to leave the circle.
Alright. Yes, operations and Inquisition perks. Let's see. Secrets. Already got a couple of agents, so let's see. Knowledge. Oh, these. Alright, let's send them out. Your Inquisition says it's for order against chaos, reason, and darkness. You stand by this, come forth and drive the heretics from my lands. They claim to be refugees, but I have seen elves and apostates among them. Filthy savages tearing at our roots. Our monarch refuses to send forth armies, and my own knights were decimated at the conclave. I require your aid to return peace to my lands. Prove your loyalty, and I will see you richly rewarded for your faith. Praise the light Lord Kildon of Ferelden. Okay, Cullen says we can send a few patrols, but I would prefer they help the refugees, not kill Martin. Liliana says we can take advantage of his raving. My spies can harass the refugees into moving somewhere else to win Lord Kilharn's favor. Ah, yes, Lord Kildon, a pariah even among his peers. Let us send a polite refusal and nothing more. We'll send you.
All right.
However, the Terrier of Highever wishes to convey our deepest sympathies on the death of Her Majesty the Fifth. Most holy was incomparable in her wisdom and dedication to peace, and we have high hopes that her conclave would succeed. We will hold a vigil in Highever in remembrance of Justinian, cordially invite the Inquisition to attend. Tiernan Furdus Kusland. Oh, Kusland. Oh, that's the brother of my character. Carta gets its cut. Ah, this is from my backstory, okay. Kadash. Sorry about that lyrium deal at the Conclave going sideways when I said I expected the talks to blow up. That wasn't what I meant. At least you made it out of there in one piece. You always did have strange luck. Not saying where I am now. Let's call it somewhere safe enough for prying eyes guessing. The Dasher's looking for you, or for both of us, but mostly you. Angry as a drunk Bronto, he thinks you ran off with his lyrium, Salroka, and now you're hiding behind a wall of Inquisition muscle. I'd be careful if I were you. This Carta clan can be useful to us. We should arrange a payoff. We can do the bridge of the Carta with a little dignity. We can't openly negotiate with the Carta, but we might get Orzamar's ambassador to do so on our behalf. I agree with Liliana. This could be useful.
Let's see what we have.
And then we'll send Joseph. We'll have Josephine send a diplomatic attaché.
At your service.
Now that that's done, let's get on with the good stuff. Address the Chantry in Valroyo.
Having the Herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the Herald.
Let's ask him.
I'm not worried.
What can they do? It's just talk.
Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with him. Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now, we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
Alrighty, let's go. The remaining Chantry clerics and blah blah blah. Let's fucking do it.
The city still
I love
mourns.
this music. There's a firing lion fixing the eye.
Just a guest seeker, but I think they all know who we are.
Your skills of observation never fail to impress me, Varric.
My Lord Herald.
You're one of Leliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
Oh, great.
There are Templars here?
People seem to think the
Does that
Templars
really
will protect them
surprise you?
from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Only one thing to do, then.
Yeah.
They wish to protect the people? From us?
I mean, we did expect this.
We knew there would be some kind of reaction.
But I didn't expect the Templars to make an appearance.
The people may just be assuming what the Templars will do. I've heard of no concrete plans.
You think the Order's return to the fold, maybe? To deal with us upstarts?
I know Lord Seeker Lucius. I can't imagine him coming to the Chantry's defense. Not after all that's occurred.
I mean, we could use this opportunity to talk to him, but honestly, sounds like trouble to me.
So the potential for trouble has increased twofold.
Perhaps. Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
Read.
As you say, my lady.
Alright, let's go. Let us address the clerics.
Good people of Val Royal, hear me.
Very French.
Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery. You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no dwarf in our hour of need.
Not ever claimed to be holy. Okay, how about this? We have a real enemy.
You say I am the enemy. The breach in the sky is our true enemy. We must unite to stop it.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
Well spoken, Cassandra.
It is already too late.
And armed
The
soldiers.
Templars have
Those
returned to the
always
Chantry.
solve every
They
problem,
will face
don't they?
this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
Ow! Sir! That was rude.
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
You're not here to deal with the Inquisition?
As if there were any reason to.
Lord Seeker Lucius, it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
Alright.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
You know, at least Meredith had some sort of reason for her actions. You're just an asshole.
If you're not here to help the Chantry, then you just came to make speeches.
I came to see what frightens old women so, and to laugh.
But Lord Seeker, what if he really was sent by the Maker? What if...
You are called to a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royo is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Charming fellow, isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
How well do you know him?
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Well, so much for Templar help.
Doesn't look like we'll be getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Yeah, probably.
This victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself. Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone. And my fellow clerics have scattered to the wind along with their convictions. Just tell me one thing. If you do not believe you are the Maker's chosen, then what are you?
Just a dwarf.
I'm just a dwarf. In the wrong place at the wrong time.
That is more comforting than you might imagine.
Really?
I suppose it is out of our hands now. We shall all see what the Maker plans in the days to come.
Chantry made a mistake.
The Chantry made a big mistake, and now it's paying the price.
Perhaps you are correct. We are only trying to find our way with little guidance now, but our faith.
That's not enough.
When is it ever enough? That is the nature of faith.
That is a depressingly accurate point.
They left us.
Oh!
What's that? An arrow with a message?
People say you're special, I want to help, and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Valroyo. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the markets, docks, and around the cafe, and maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. Okay. I guess I'll pick Sarah up. Different simple script with stable report marked red meat. Friends from Hoping Good Lady Cares. Saw those who asked about anyone enter third passage class. Okay. There. Scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. We are to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. This script. Herald go at time, praise and rest.
They left us.
Child is a blessing upon his parents and onto the Maker.
Tremors floating tastes not bad birds down. Restocking failed, fish not fit, do not consume. Red handkerchief folded around a key with a small hasty scrawl. Key lifted from trunk, swearing about Harold, don't know what door, I'm out, my debt is paid. Taken together, the messages reveal a time, path, and key to a location on the world map. The Randy Dowager Quarterly. A waterlogged quarterly suspect review. Randy Dowager welcomes the blooms of spring with the collected Calipigian Carassiers, being a scandalous representation of Her Majesty's favorite cotton flavored delectable. What? Can their uniforms and modesty withstand the assault? Randy Dowager. Exhibitions for the nobles of thought. Surprised. What? Lady Chrysostom says hardly a Tetris, but generously arousing, polished and curious, doesn't it? But it should. 3 scars fluttered in shock out of 5. What? That made like 0 sense. Was that a magazine? I'm confused.
I believe that
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
Ooh. Cordially invited to attend my salon held at the chateau of Duke Bastien de Gislaine. Oh, Vivienne! Oh, I love her. Vivienne is... Vivienne is fabulous. Let's do her first.
If I might have a moment of your time.
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps my people are the wiser option.
I was starting to think that. In return for what?
And what do you want in exchange for the mage's help?
Oh, I haven't promised the Inquisition our help yet.
Yeah.
Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lord Herald.
Au revoir.
Come, let us return to Haven.
Hang on. We've got a party to go to first, Cassandra. Let's go to a party.
Master Kadesh of the Inquisition?
I've been announced. How very posh.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties.
Say.
So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
You know of me.
What have you heard about me?
Some say that when the veil opened, Andraste herself delivered you from the Fade.
And this Madame de Fer.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
And Duke?
I've heard very little about Duc Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the Civil War. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
I don't care what they say about me.
You should. The game has crushed far more powerful institutions than your Inquisition.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit.
Sir.
Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
Restoring peace.
The Inquisition is working to restore peace and order to Thedas.
Here comes the outsider, restoring peace with an army. We know what your Inquisition truly is.
Do you?
If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
Oh.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
I love
her. Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Yeah, let him go.
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you.
Always nice to attend a party.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first Enchanter of Montsimard, and Enchantress to the Imperial Court.
And the Marquis.
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
A pleasure.
Charmed, Lady Vivian.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
What do you mean, loyal mages?
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Well then, welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivian.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
She's great. Now, is it gonna send me straight back to Haven? I think it is. Oh well, I'll pick up Sarah later. Cassandra? What's up?
Ugh.
Get to know some people. Was that supposed to be me?
I hope that wasn't meant to be me.
What? That?
You obviously don't like somebody.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool, and they may be right.
You didn't have any choice.
Didn't I? My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail. But I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
I mean, it's not like you had.
It wasn't like you had no reason to suspect me.
I was determined to have someone answer for what happened. Anyone. You've said you don't believe you're chosen. Does that mean you also don't believe in the Maker?
I'm a dwarf, remember?
You're asking a dwarf?
You're a surface dwarf. I've known some, like Varric, who... I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Oh, hey, Cullen, what's up?
You there. There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
I like to stand out.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
Everything's kind of a mess, I agree.
The Conclave destroyed, a giant hole in the sky. Things aren't looking good.
Which is why we're needed. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new Divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
I like your enthusiasm.
No, but if you have one prepared, I'd love to hear it.
Another time, perhaps. There's still a lot of work here.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
There's thought. Hey, I have a level up. I didn't even realize. Let's go grab that evade ability. Nice to be able to. Whee! Jump! 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 No, it's good. Good to know that Roderick did burn the place down.
So the cars are ready.
It's good you've returned. We heard of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in the city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
No, the Chantry's been dealt with.
At least we know the Chantry is no longer a threat to us.
Yes, and we have the opening we need to approach the Templars and the mages.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man
well,
I
you have
remember.
fun with that, Seeker.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere, but to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
I would trust mages over Templars, to be honest.
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount
That's a
Redcliffe.
bad thing?
The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
I mean, there's always danger.
So it'll be dangerous. I've been in danger since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options. There is one other matter. Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
I guess.
That does sound odd, I agree.
The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease.
And if he can't?
Then there may be more going on than we thought.
Grey Warden's involved, huh?
That can't be it. Perhaps Leliana was... No, that seems unlikely. What can... Oh, hello, Master Kadash.
Something on your mind, Ambassador?
You could say that. I was speaking with Leliana and... Well, we discussed how to make people understand that a dwarf could be a herald of Andraste.
Is the idea shocking?
Is being a dwarf so controversial?
Everything about you promises to be controversial. Dwarves rarely join the Chantry. Why would the Makers Chosen be one, they wonder? Few realize dwarves even have a religion in their philosophy of the stone.
Most humans don't know about the stone.
I've dined with merchants from Orzammar. Those few at court are happy to enlighten us. They explained that dwarves believe stone is alive, that good dwarven souls return to it in death. It was interesting, even if the Chantry mothers found it less than amusing.
No less believable than a Sky Daddy.
I may be castless, but underground, I feel a connection with the stone.
We should be discreet about that. You are already an anomaly to the Chantry.
Try quoting the chant.
Tell them stranger things have happened. The Maker moves in mysterious ways and all that.
Yes, he certainly does. Leliana was telling me rumors that... it sounds preposterous, but... there are stories circulating that you were part of a criminal organization. The Dwarven Carta.
Yeah?
I was hoping that secret would keep a little longer.
You mean... well, this complicates things. Were you only smuggling at least? Exchanging a few goods on the surface?
Why the surface?
What makes you think I've never been to Orzammar?
I thought you were without a caste. It was my understanding that dwarves born on the surface are casteless and barred from Orzammar.
I've been there.
Only officially. I've been to Orzammar hundreds of times. The Carta knows how to ask people to look the other way.
Yes, about that. I do need to know the extent of your involvement in the Carta's activities.
Nothing dangerous.
I was the buyer for fancy surface goods we sold to rich dwarven houses. Long hours, but peaceful compared to most Carta work.
That is a relief. Perhaps we can make your former occupation sound... less unsavory. I'll handle the subject of your past carefully, Herald. I'm sure you can't miss that life.
Carta life is as short as it is hard. You don't make long-range plans. I have a chance at a future with the Inquisition.
If things go well, I'm sure you'll find it rewarding. Thank you for your time, Herald. I hope you find life more peaceful here.
Not gonna lie, that was fascinating. And all the times I've played Inquisition, I've never actually played a dwarf before.
The Golden City, the center of all creation.
Crap. Ooh, I know who you are! I'm excited. Hey, talk to me.
Excuse me. I've got a message for the Inquisition, but I'm having a hard time getting anyone to talk to me.
Give me the message?
What's the message?
We've got word of some Tevinter mercenaries gathering out on the Storm Coast. My company commander, Iron Bull, offers the information free of charge.
I bet
If you'd like
he
to see what the
does.
Bull's charges can do for the Inquisition, meet us there and watch us work.
We welcome.
I look forward to meeting this Iron Bull.
We're the best you'll find. Come to the Storm Coast and you can see us in action.
I can't wait.
My creator, judge me whole. Find me well within your grace. Touch me with fire that I be cleansed.
Alright. Let's go to the Storm Coast. Shall we? Well, let's concerns. Commander Cullen! Am I to understand you are in charge of the soldiers trampling on my lawns, providing food and refuge to the scrabble of filth burrowing into my land? A plague on you, sir, for spitting in the face of an honest petitioner, for taking advantage of my distress. Did my wretched neighbor Bancraft whisper in your ear? Tell me what he paid you so that I may at least know the price of treachery, sir. My only consolation is that a few of the rank and file have gone to join your farce of an inquisition. In bitterest disgust, Lord Kildon. Bye. Vision emissaries were welcome addition to our visual. As a token of my thanks, I am sending relevant arms for your troops. Sweet. Card again, it's good. What I'm hearing is the card's been paid off. No more hit, happy dasher, all that rot. Good work. Might even see if I can pay a visit to one of the safe houses and not lose my head. I'll be in touch. Alright. Let's see something here. The chance remains. Truth or dare. Oh. Cannot have heard the shocking inquisitions against the Inquisition. or surely you would never have been seen with them. Allow me as a friend to open your eyes. People are saying that Divine Justina is indeed alive, but that the Inquisition, her closest advisors and most trusted servants, have orchestrated all this chaos on her orders. That it was Sika Pentagast and Sister Nightingale who sabotaged the conclave in order to eliminate opposition within the Chantry and cut off the heads of the Mage Rebellion and the Templars in a single stroke. To save your own reputation, you must escape this acquaintance immediately. With deepest concern, Vicomtesse Elodie de Moore. I couldn't help myself. That was the most ridiculous French accent I've ever done. Proving the Divine's death would just be used against us. We need to find the source of this rumor. We need the support of the nobles to combat this rumor. Can't prove the Divine is dead, but we can escort people to see Crater see for themselves. I like Liliana's idea.
Let's see what we have.
The confrontation with Mother Havara in the Val Royal Market has had the desired effect to a point. This Chantry's condemnation of the Inquisition was lost, amid a flurry of speculation on the actions of Lord Seeker Lucius, as well as a divide in the opinions of the remaining Chantry clerics. There are, however, clerics still loudly denouncing the Herald of Andraste. The Inquisition could leave them to their speeches, but dealing with them before the Chantry elects a new divine would be of benefit. Delicate as hand is needed, we should focus on clerics who can be swayed and make their voices louder than those who oppose us, or send a contingent of Inquisition soldiers to the Grand Cathedral. They can offer protection, and their visibility will remain to remind the clerics that they are not out of our reach. Joseph's right, delicacy. Sorry, Cullen. Let's send you to gather coin.
All right.
And now let's spend some power to scout the Storm Coast.
Your worship, for what it's worth, welcome to the Storm Coast. I would have sent word sooner, but our efforts have been delayed.
How so?
There's a group of bandits operating in the area. They know the terrain, and our small party has had trouble going up against them. Some of our soldiers went to speak with their leader. Haven't heard back, though.
Excuse me, I'm not surprised.
Of course you haven't.
The soldiers didn't have an exact location for the bandits, but they were starting their search farther down the beach. With all this fuss, we haven't been able to conduct a proper search for the wardens either. Well, good luck, and enjoy the sea air. I hear it's good for the soul.
Much like chicken soup, we have level ups. Auto level. Vivian. Alrighty, 2 mages. Let's go. Dragon. Big dragon. Oh, goody, a battle!
Chargers! Stand down!
Daddy.
Prim! How'd we do?
5 or 6 wounded, Chief. No dead.
That's what I like to hear. Let the throat cutters finish up, then break out the casks.
Hi.
So, you're with the Inquisition, huh? Glad you could make it. Come on, have a seat. Drinks are coming.
This was impressive.
Nicely done. I hear you're looking for work.
I am. Not before my drink, though.
I'm a good little whore.
I assume you remember Cremisius Aclassi, my lieutenant.
Good to see you again. Throat cutters are done, Chief.
Already? Have him check again. I don't want any of those Tevinter bastards getting away. No offense, Krem.
None taken. At least a bastard knows who his mother was. Puts him one up on you Canary, right?
So, you've seen us fight. We're expensive, but we're worth it. And I'm sure the Inquisition can afford us.
You definitely see his mom.
The Chargers seem like an excellent company.
They are, but you're not just getting the boys. You're getting me.
Oh,
you need a frontline bodyguard. I'm your man. Whatever it is. Demons, dragons, the bigger the better.
Not missing the fact
and
that
there's
I'm
one
a
other
perfect
thing.
crotch height.
Might be useful. Might piss you off. Ever hear of the Ben Hasra?
No.
They're a Canary organization, right? The equivalent of their guards and City Watch.
I'd go closer to spies. But yeah, that's them. Or, well, us. The Ben Hasrath are concerned about the breach. Magic out of control like that could cause trouble everywhere. I've been ordered to join the Inquisition, get close to the people in charge, and send reports on what's happening. But I also get reports from Ben Hasrath agents all over Orlais. You sign me on, I'll share them with your people.
And why would you admit that?
You're a Canary spy, and you just told me?
Whatever happened at that Conclave thing, it's bad. Someone needs to get that breach closed. So whatever I am, I'm on your side.
You still could
big bull man, big sexy
from something
bull
called
man.
the Inquisition. I'd have been tipped sooner.
I want to grab onto
Better you
those
hear it right
horns
up
and
front
go
from
for
me.
a ride. You are. You're hired.
All right, you're in.
Excellent. Krem, tell the men to finish drinking on the road. The Chargers just got hired.
What about the casks, Chief? We just opened them up with axes.
Find some way to seal them. You're Tevinter, right? Try
Who the best part is, this game
We'll meet
actually
you back
does
at
make
8.
him romanceable. He's sexy. Oh, fuck yes. Give me the bowl. Give me the bowl. Give me the bowl. I want the bowl. Hello, Daddy. Fun part is he's a wonderful companion as a warrior. He's a glass cannon who does a lot of crowd control. And with Solus being the closest thing to a nuker we've got, and Vivienne being more of a healer type, this is a damn good party. Of course, I will be replacing Vivienne with Dorian down the line. And, well, let's just go meet Dorian, shall we? You can't really describe Dorian. Oh, yeah. Very useful if you know what you're doing with him. Let's go talk to him.
They've got good form. Cullen's putting his Templar training to good use.
How'd you know he's a Templar?
Did Cullen tell you he was a Templar? He's not wearing the armor.
He didn't have to. Might not be a Templar shield, but it's a Templar holding it. He angles the shield just a bit down. Helps direct fire or acid away, so it doesn't spray right into your face. Canary learned the same thing when we trained to fight Tevinter mages. Your Templar's doing good work.
I'm impressed by what Cullen has accomplished with the troops.
Damn right. It takes time to build a group into a team. but he's got their loyalty. Now he just needs them to make a decent shield wall, and they'll be good to go. Biggest problem for the Inquisition right now isn't on the front line. It's at the top. You've got no leader, no Inquisitor.
Perhaps I should leave.
Then maybe we need one. I'd be willing.
You? Huh. Why you?
Someone should. I'm willing.
Nobody else seems to be stepping forward. And since I can seal rifts, I'm here whether I like it or not. If it proved necessary to have an Inquisitor, I could make a go of it.
For a second there, you sounded like a canary. My people don't pick leaders from the strongest, or the smartest, or even the most talented. We pick the ones willing to make the hard decisions, and live with the consequences. Who knows? Maybe you sealed the breach. The Chantry gets off its ass and all those soldiers go home and get fat.
You think?
It could happen. It won't, but it could.
He's sexy. Alrighty, now let's go meet Dorian. Why does the loading screen always take for bloody ever?
True enough.
Okay, let's head out. These people are looking marginally happier than the last time I was here. Wait, that's right. I should probably outfit those two. Vivienne, here you are. And Iron Bowl. Okay, well, your weapon's much better. Armor that's better than yours? Yes, here, you have that. Also exposes his man tits and, oh god, red leather. I'm a whore. I'm a good little whore. Vivienne, roughing it. I like. That definitely goes to Bull.
Make good use of it.
Thank you.
Also, you'll notice, Haru, out of the 3 games, Dragon Age games we've played so far, this game, since I'm allowed to use a controller, as a combat system that is way fucking smoother and feels so much better to use. Oh, there's a rift up ahead. I'll just show you. Ow. Wait. Oh, they're all dead. Get them both! Aha! Great. Yeah, considering I don't have to pause every few seconds and select a new target, I can push a direction and punch the skill. And close the lights. Ooh, that's a lot of onyx. You can use that to craft something later. I have 11, I need 15. Oh, soulless. Take care of yourself. Random house. Eh, fuck, let's loot it. Loot! Ooh. They did not want us to dream because they knew we would dream of the truth, power, weakness. Look at this. Loot, break it, and forge it anew. We are the chosen ones. Blah, blah, blah. I've already dealt with you guys. Ooh, 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 pouch of gold. Money! I'm a bit of a loot goblin. I admit it. Also, this game is just absolutely gorgeous to look at.
Redcliffe Village.
I want a constant watch on that damned thing. Sound the alarm at the first sign of demons.
Oh, hey. Alright. Let's go do it. Whoa, what the hell? Slowdown? That's fucking weird. Whoa, dodge. Oh, okay. And speed up ring. Got it. Wait! I missed.
Was that? None of my reports indicated temporal distortions near these rifts. Interesting.
Something's not right. Stay on your guard.
Make her have mercy. It's over. Open the gates.
We've spread word the Inquisition was coming. But you should know that no one here was expecting us.
Really?
No one? Not even Grand Enchanter Fiona?
If she was, she hasn't told anyone.
Oh,
We've arranged use of the tavern for the negotiations.
Agents of the Inquisition, my apologies. Magister Alexius is in charge now, but hasn't yet arrived. He's expected shortly. You can speak with the former Grand Enchanter in the meantime.
The former Grand Enchanter? The fuck did I miss in the 5 minutes it took me to get over here?
The veil is wicked here and enhanced, and not merely weak, but altered in a way I have not seen.
We must speak with Fiona at once.
Ah, Redcliffe Village once again.
We should go. Go. In the middle of the wall.
No. Requires a lockpicking perk.
Mother, I had the dream again last night.
No, there'll be no talk of this.
It was so real. And when I woke up,
Oh my god, let me get up the damn hill.
I hear most of the apostates are dead or hiding.
Either way, we're safe. That's all that matters.
Hey, Bull. Okay, we can't break that.
Good day.
Could be better.
Too many people dying for want of simple herbs. My apologies. Can I help you?
Can you help the refugees?
There are refugees at the crossroads who would benefit from a healer.
Of course they would. These attacks by the Templars have endangered countless innocent lives. But if I go to the crossroads to help, I might end up in danger myself. I doubt those refugees would risk their lives for a knife here. Why should I risk mine for them?
Hey, soulless little help here.
Save yourself, and all the villagers will remember is that you hid, even though they did the same. If you help the refugees, they may not love you, but they will hold their tongues before calling you knife here.
All right. If the Inquisition soldiers are there, I might be safer regardless. I'll see you at the crossroads soon. Just give me a moment to gather my things.
Alrighty. Let's head over to the Galley Lantern.
No, they don't.
Hero for Elden.
Yes, sir.
That's my character from the first game. What is this?
Is
A
there
shop.
something?
Don't mind if I be. Sell all the shit I'm not using. Now let's see. What do we got? Dagger of Faith. That would be useful for Iron Bull. A bull. Here, have a claymore.
Hey, you sure?
Know what's being sold.
I'll ask
here.
around again tomorrow.
What do you need?
Oh. Crafted items better anyway. That's for warriors at level 7.
Good day. Welcome back. Good day.
The Golden Lantern. Hello, Fiona.
Welcome, agents of the Inquisition. First Enchanter Vivienne?
My dear Fiona, it's been so long since we last spoke. You look dreadful. Are you sleeping well?
What has brought you to Redcliffe?
You invited me here?
We're here because of your invitation back in Val Royeaux.
You must be mistaken. I haven't been to Val Royeaux since before the Conclave.
Something weird is happening.
Well, that's very strange, because someone who looked exactly like you spoke to me in Val Royeaux.
Exactly like me? I suppose it could be magic at work, but why would anyone... Whoever or whatever brought you here? The situation has changed. The Free Mages have already pledged themselves to the service of the Tevinter Imperium.
This right here is why you can't trust mages.
Tevinter?
Fiona,
Really?
dear, your dementia is showing.
I understand that you are afraid. but you deserve better than slavery to Tevinter.
As one indentured to a Magister, I no longer have the authority to negotiate with you.
Well... let's go stab a
An alliance
Magister.
with Tevinter is a terrible mistake.
All hope of peace died with Justinia. This bargain with Tevinter would not have been my first choice, but we had no choice. We are losing this war. I needed to save as many of my people as I could.
Welcome, my friends. I apologize for not greeting you earlier.
Agents of the Inquisition, allow me to introduce Magister Girion Alexius.
Okay, the Southern Mages are under my command. And you are the survivor, yes? The one from the Fade? Interesting.
Oh, please let me kill you. Where's the Arl?
I haven't seen any sign of Redcliffe's Arl or his men.
The Arl of Redcliffe left the village.
Did he now?
There were tensions growing. I did not want an incident.
So you made him leave his village?
I'd like to know more about this alliance between the rebel mages and the Imperium.
Certainly. What specifically do you wish to know?
The Grand Enchanter told me she was indentured to a Magister.
Our Southern brethren have no legal status in the Imperium. As they were not born citizens of Tevinter, they must work for a period of 10 years before gaining full rights. As their protector, I shall oversee their work for the Imperium.
So they're your slaves. Got it.
What does the Imperium gain from taking rebel mages under its wing?
For the moment, the Southern mages are a considerable expense. After they are properly trained, they will join our legion.
You said not all my people would be military. There are children, those not suited.
And one day I'm sure they will all be productive citizens of the Imperium when their debts are paid.
Oh, I really want to stab you now.
I'm not clear on when exactly you negotiated this arrangement with Fiona.
When the Conclave was destroyed, these poor souls faced the brutality of the Templars, who rushed to attack them. It could only be through divine providence that I arrived when I did.
It was certainly very timely.
You're quite a long way from Tevinter, Alexius.
Indeed I am, though I have heard you are no Ferelden either. It seems we are both strangers here.
Yeah, but I'm not the Blood Mage.
Felix, would you send for a scribe, please? Pardon my manners. My son Felix, friends. I am not surprised you're here. Containing the breach is not a feat that many could even attempt. There is no telling how many mages would be needed for such an endeavor. Ambitious, indeed.
Oh, we don't think small here.
Well, when you're fighting a massive tear in the sky, you can hardly afford to think small.
There will have to be.
What? Sir.
Felix.
My lord, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me.
Are you all right?
I'm fine, Father.
Come, I'll get your powders. Please excuse me, friends. We will have to continue this another time.
Okay.
Fiona, I require your assistance back at the castle.
I don't mean to trouble everyone.
I shall send word to the Inquisition. We will conclude this business at a later date.
Uh-huh. He asked me a note?
Come to the Chantry. You are in danger.
The Magister's son dropped that. Be cautious, Inquisitor. Family name is everything in Tevinter.
Could be a trap.
There's no telling who or what will be waiting for us in that Chantry.
We have found more questions than answers so far, my dear.
Well, Only one way to find out. Let's go to the Chantry.
But look at the sky and those stories about all that magic and the
We're never going back. I'll die.
Make us feed you.
Dorian!
Good. You're finally here. Now help me close this, would you?
Gladly. Slowdown is a pain in the ass.
Fascinating. How does that work exactly? You don't even know, do you? You just wiggle your fingers and boom. Rift closes.
Who are you?
Ah, getting ahead of myself again, I see. Dorian of House Parvus, most recently of Minrathous. How do you do?
I do very
Watch yourself. The pretty ones are always the worst.
Suspicious friends you have here. Magister Alexius was once my mentor, so my assistance should be valuable, as I'm sure you can imagine.
You're a magister.
Are you a magister?
All right, let's say this once. I'm a mage from Tevinter, but not a member of the Magisterium. I know Southerners use the terms interchangeably, but that only makes you sound like barbarians.
And where's Felix?
I was expecting Felix to be here.
I'm sure he's on his way. He was to give you the note, then meet us here after ditching his father.
Is something wrong with him?
Alexius couldn't jump to Felix's side fast enough when he pretended to be faint. Is something wrong with him?
He's had some lingering illness for months. Felix is an only child, and Alexius is being a mother hen, most likely.
So why help us?
You're betraying your mentor because...
Alexius was my mentor. Meaning he's not any longer, not for some time. Look, you must know there's danger. That should be obvious even without the note. Let's start with Alexius claiming the allegiance of the mage rebels out from under you. As if by magic, yes? Which is exactly right. To reach Redcliffe, before the Inquisition, Alexius distorted time itself.
Huh.
He arranged it so he could arrive here just after the Divine died?
You catch on quick.
That is fascinating if true, and almost certainly dangerous.
No kidding.
The rift you closed here. You saw how it twisted time around itself, sped some things up and slowed others down. Soon, there will be more like it, and they'll appear further and further away from Redcliffe. The magic Alexius is using is wildly unstable, and it's unraveling the world.
I don't trust you.
Why should I believe any of this?
I know what I'm talking about. I helped develop this magic. When I was still his apprentice, it was pure theory. Alexius could never get it to work. What I don't understand is why he's doing it, ripping time to shreds just to gain a few hundred lackeys.
He didn't do it for them.
Took you long enough. Is he getting suspicious?
No, but I shouldn't have played the illness card. I thought he'd be fussing over me all day. My father's joined a cult, Tevinter Supremacists. They call themselves Venatori.
Ah, gotcha, he's joined the
And I can
Ku Klux
tell you
Klan.
one thing. Whatever he's done for them, he's done it to get to you.
Alexius is your father. Why are you working against him?
For the same reason Dorian works against him. I love my father, and I love my country. But this? Cults? Time magic? What he's doing now is madness. For his own sake, you have to stop him.
It would also be nice if he didn't rip a hole in time. There's already a hole in the sky.
Why does he want me?
Why would he rearrange time and indenture the Mage Rebellion just to get to me?
They're obsessed with you, but I don't know why. Perhaps because you survived the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
You can close the rifts. Maybe there's a connection. Or they see you as a threat.
If the Venatori are behind those rifts or the breach in the sky, they're even worse than I thought.
I'm flattered.
All this for me. And here I didn't get Alexius anything.
Send him a fruit basket. Everyone loves those. You know you're his target. Expecting the trap is the first step in turning it to your advantage. I can't stay in Redcliffe. Alexius doesn't know I'm here, and I want to keep it that way for now. But whenever you're ready to deal with him, I want to be there. I'll be in touch. Oh, and Felix, try not to get yourself killed.
There are worse things than
Dorian's
dying,
so much
Dorian.
fun. Whenever I play this game and I play a male character, I can never decide between romancing Dorian or Iron Bull. They're both so sexy in their own very much ways. Dorian is super sassy. Hey, let's go drinking and critique everybody's uniforms and then have wild, unprotected sex. And Iron Bull is all sit down, ass up, baby girl, and I'm like, yes, sir. It all really depends on whether or not I feel like having an adorable relationship or being dominated. Not that Iron Bull isn't an adorable relationship, it's just, well. Exactly, Haru, the struggle.
Well, the malcontents pledged themselves to Tevinter and joined a cult. I can hardly wait to see what comes next.
There are twists and turns enough to keep anyone occupied here.
No kidding. Let's see if Corporal Vale has anything else to do with the crossroads. I just need one more point of power. Corporal Vale.
Master Randy, thank you for whatever you did to make the Mages and Templars leave the refugees alone.
Oh, you know, I killed them.
What can you tell me about the man who's supposed to be getting horses for the Inquisition?
Horsemaster Dennett. He lives on a farm to the west. Tough old fella. We haven't heard from him. Best we can tell, he's holed up until the Mages and Templars are done killing each other.
Alright.
Farewell.
And you as well.
Let's go find Horsemaster Dennett. Or actually, no. Let's go search for Warden Blackwall. And then we'll go after the Horsemaster. Traveling.
us a fight, not us.
Who will?
Remember how to carry your shields. You're not hiding, you're holding. Otherwise, it's useless.
Blackwall. Warden Blackwall.
You're not... How do you know my name? Who said... Ah! That's it. Help or get out. We're dealing with these idiots first.
Bandits.
Conscripts,
Lovely.
here they come!
Kill them all!
Hold the wall, men! Make them come to me!
You're dead, bastard!
What just happened? I think my game just crashed. Uno momento. Whiskey Tango Foxtrot over. What is going on? Please reopen the game, computer. Come on. Hello? There we go. Okay, how far behind am I gonna be now? Okay, so just like 20 seconds.
Of news, sir.
I'm busy. I murdered the fox.
They will make us a fight, not us. Remember... Sorry, bastards.
He's got a lovely mustache.
Good work, conscripts. Even if this shouldn't have happened, they could have... Well, thieves are made, not born. Take back what they stole. Go back to your families. You saved yourselves. You're no farmer. Why do you know my name? Who are you?
Well, that depends on who you ask.
I've been called a lot of things lately by a lot of people.
Well, I'm talking to you. Stop dancing.
It's very direct.
Wait. That gear. That's Inquisition.
And we're investigating whether missing wardens are involved in the Divine's death.
Maker's balls. The Wardens and the Divine. That can't... No, you're asking so you don't really know. First off, I didn't know they disappeared. But we do that, right? No more blight, job done. Wardens are the first thing forgotten. But one thing I'll tell you, no warden killed the Divine. Our purpose isn't political.
Then where are they?
So where are the rest of you?
I haven't seen any wardens for months. I travel alone, recruiting. Not much interest because the Archdemon is a decade dead, and no need to conscript because there's no blight coming. Treaties give wardens the right to take what we need, who we need. These idiots forced this fight, so I conscripted their victims. They had to do what I said, so I told them to stand. Next time, they won't need me. Grey Wardens can inspire. Make you better than you think you are.
Inspiring, but fruitless.
It's been a pleasure, Warden Blackwall, but this didn't help at all.
Inquisition. Agent, did you say? Hold a moment. The Divine is dead and the sky is torn. Events like these, thinking we're absent is almost as bad as thinking we're involved.
You don't say.
If you're trying to put things right, maybe you need a warden. Maybe you need me.
I can one warden now.
The Inquisition needs all the support it can get. But what can one Grey Warden do?
Save the fucking world if pressed. Look, maybe fighting demons from the sky isn't something I'm practiced at. But show me someone who is. And like I said, there are treaties. Maybe this isn't a blight, but it's bloody well a disaster. Some will honor them. Being a warden means something to a lot of people.
I guess he has a point.
Warden Blackwall, the Inquisition accepts your offer.
Good to hear. We both need to know what's going on. And perhaps I've been keeping to myself for too long. This warden walks with the Inquisition.
Alrighty. What's in here? Is there nothing? Bloody book. Letter found on the body of a bandit who stole from refugees in the hinterlands. The ink is smudged, and only a few sentences can be made out. You can die pretending you'll earn back your soldier's honor. You can do something with the skills that some of the bench taught you. Spend some time with my boys. No one will know who you are in Ferelden, and it's not so bad. A smuggling, a little bit of extortion, you'll get used to it. Well, I think that's a good stopping point. So, this has been some time with Dragon Age Inquisition. Next time, we will go and see what the hell Alexius wants with the mages, and hopefully that means we get to stab a Magister. I do so love stabbing Magisters. But until then, it's time for me to sign off for the night. So take it easy, ladies, gays, and gentle days. Have a great night.